pause, this is not random. If these words found you, it's because you're tuned to them. You didn't scroll to this scrolled to you. Some messages are entertainment. This one is recognition. The universe doesn't push, it mirrors. When you're ready, the right frequency knocks. You answered. Be honest. There's been a signal running through your days, the perfect timing that isn't perfect, the number that repeats, the moment you walk into a room and time feels thicker, slower, electric. Reality bends a millimeter, just enough for you to notice. That wasn't luck. That was alignment saying, look closer. Most people live on the default channel, limitation, hurry, small expectations. You've been slipping into a second channel, the design channel, where intention nudges outcomes and what you expect with your whole being starts showing up outside you. You've questioned yourself. Was that real? Did I make it up? You didn't. You were Calibration looks messy from the inside. One day you're certain, the next day you doubt. That swing isn't failure, it's fine-tuning. You're learning the feel of your own signal, how your body says yes, how your intuition whispers go, how your environment responds when you stand in your knowing. Everything you've walked through has been training your perception. Every time you moved through fear, you widened your bandwidth. Every time you trusted your gut without proof, you upgraded your receiver. Every time life felt like it was pushing you, it was actually positioning you. You've been collecting pieces of a key. This message is the door it opens. Why you? Because you notice. Because you care about the quality of your energy. Because you won't settle for the story that says, be realistic, when your cells keep saying, be aligned. Selection isn't luck, it's resonance. You match the message, so the message found you. Listen, you've been living in two realities without language. In one, change is slow, miracles are rare, and you ask for permission. In the other, consciousness is the cause, matter is the effect, and your expectation is a magnet. You've tasted the second reality enough to know it's real. Now it's asking you to live there on purpose. If you feel that pressure inside, like your edges are too small for who you're becoming, that's not anxiety, that's expansion. The old identity is a shirt that doesn't fit anymore. It's uncomfortable because your truth is growing faster than your habits. Good. Growth isn't tidy, it's honest. Here's what shifts everything. Not hope, not hype. Embodied certainty, the kind that changes your breathing, the kind that walks into a room and the room takes note. You don't fake it, you remember it. You had it as a kid when imagination felt more real than the rules. That wasn't pretend. That was you before you were trained to doubt your own signal. You don't have to convince reality. You have to tune to the version of you that already knows. That future you, abundant, calm, magnetic, they exist right now as a frequency. They've been broadcasting guidance through ideas that feel too big for your current circumstances, through surges of motivation that seem to come from nowhere. That's not nowhere. That's you, from the future, reaching back. Here's your first alignment move. Say this out loud or drop it in the comments to anchor it. I am ready to receive what's already mine. Don't whisper it, claim it. When you declare, your nervous system pays attention. Your field reorganizes. Your timeline tightens. You're not chasing. You're allowing. You're not forcing. You're choosing. You're not begging reality to change. You're becoming the kind of signal reality can't ignore. Feel into this for a second. The life you keep imagining, it's not teasing you. It's tagging you. Your desire is evidence of resonance. If it wasn't already available in your field, you couldn't even sense it. Desire is a compass, not a test. Let's clear a lie right now. You don't earn alignment. You remember it. Worthiness isn't a level you unlock after enough struggle. Worthiness is baked into existence. You exist, therefore, you're worthy of the fullest expression of that existence. Period. You've had enough hints to know this is true. The coincidences that landed you in the right conversation, the offer that appeared the day after you decided, the idea that arrived in the shower and solved a problem you'd been wrestling with for weeks. That was coherence in action, thoughts, emotions, and choices briefly pointing in the same direction. Imagine doing that deliberately. That's what this series is, not theory. Practice. We're going to turn your sensitivity into skill. We'll make quantum simple. Attention creates form, coherence accelerates outcomes, and your story, the one you tell yourself when no one's listening, programs your field. Before we go further, choose your stance. Are you an observer watching life happen, or a signal shaping what shows up? Decide and say it below. I'm the signal. Your declaration teaches your brain what to filter for. You train reality by training your attention. If this already feels like relief, it's because truth feels like oxygen. If it also feels like a challenge, good. Growth speaks fluent discomfort. Keep going. Save this so you can come back when your old story tries to reclaim you. It will. And you'll be ready. One more thing. If this found you at the exact second you needed it, share it with one person who's been seeing the same signs. When you elevate together, you stabilize faster. That's not social media fluff, that's physics. Resonance amplifies. You were never behind. You were gathering signal strength. Now the dial turns. Expect to notice what you used to ignore. Expect to feel calm where you used to force. Expect the right people to recognize you, not because you shout louder, but because your frequency is clearer. Breathe, shoulders down, jaw soft. Let these words land where they belong, in the part of you that already knows. We're not here to add noise, we're here to flip a switch. Type ready if you can feel it, because from this moment on, we move like it's already true. Feel that rising pressure in your chest? That edge between restless and ready? Good. You're in the quantum transition zone. Imagine water at a boil. For a moment, it's neither liquid nor steam. It's both. Unstable, then inevitable. That's you. The old operating system is unzipping. A higher one is installing. Glitches aren't failures. They're upgrades taking hold. This isn't random. Your higher self, timeless, panoramic you has been curating your exact conditions. Setbacks, course corrections, delays, integration to closed doors, protection from smaller timelines that couldn't carry your next level. Read that again. The pressure isn't asking you to become someone else. It's asking you to stop pretending to be someone you never were. If this lands, claim it in the comments. I allow the upgrade. Let's decode the prep you've lived through. Heartbreak taught you to keep your heart open without abandoning yourself. Failure taught you your worth is not a scoreboard. Betrayal taught you to trust your inner signal above all noise. Confusion trained your nervous system to tolerate the unknown. Isolation initiated self-connection so deep, you'll never mistake proximity for intimacy again. The universe doesn't waste reps. Every rep expanded your bandwidth to hold more light, more love, more power, more truth. You've been lifting heavy frequencies. That's why you feel strong in rooms that used to make you shrink. Now the ask isn't hope. It isn't one day. It's embodied certainty, not loud. Not performative, quiet and unshakable, like gravity. Wishful thinking lives in the head. It argues, it begs, it leaks energy. Embodied certainty lives in the body. It slows your breath. It relaxes your jaw. It makes your voice land. Try this 60-second calibration. Inhale through the nose for 4. Hold 2. Exhale slow for 6. Place a hand on your lower belly. Feel it move. Say this softly. What's true for me is safe for me. Ask, what's my next honest inch? Not a leap, an inch. Do that inch now. Message sent. Comment, inch by inch, to anchor that pattern. You're not learning to believe. You're remembering how to know. You knew as a child. Make-believe wasn't fake. It was make-become. Your imagination wasn't a toy. It was a tuner. Before you were taught to worship evidence, you followed resonance. That's the upgrade. Not back to childish, forward to quantum. Here's the simplest frame you'll ever need. Consciousness is the cause. Matter is the echo. Attention decides which echoes arrive. When you keep looking at what isn't here, you broadcast lack. When you become the person who would naturally have it, you broadcast coherence. Echoes adjust. Think of your future self as a broadcast you can lock onto. They're not far away. They're overhead, always transmitting. That flood of ideas last week? A download. That sudden surge of energy after a decision? A frequency match. That sentence that wrote itself in your notes app? Collaboration across timelines. Want clearer guidance? Clean the signal. Less forcing, more allowing. Less noise, more stillness. Less prove, more choose. If you feel the difference, drop a lightning bolt below. Let's rewrite the story you tell yourself when no one's listening. Old story. I hope this works. New story. I work this so it works. Old story. It's taking too long. New story. It's landing right on time. Old story. I need permission. New story. I move because I'm guided. Truth check. Truth. When you say the new story out loud, does your body relax? That's alignment. Does it tense? That's a clue. Adjust. Don't self-attack. Coherence is kindness. Repeated. Here's a 3-word mantra that flips your field. Decide. Declare. Demonstrate. Decide privately. That's identity. Declare publicly. That's signal. Demonstrate physically. That's evidence. Type decide. Declare. Demonstrate. If you're in, let's go granular so your nervous system believes you. Micro-identity. I'm the kind of person who finishes. Micro-action. Send the email. Set the boundary. Drink the water. 1 proof. Micro-ritual. Breathe before you touch your phone. Every morning. Signal first, noise second. Small moves stack into certainty. Your brain updates its model of you every time you act aligned. That's neuroplasticity serving destiny. 5 truths to tattoo on your attention. Desire is a compass, not a craving. If you can feel it, it's in range. Delays are data. Integration needs space. Comparison is a detour. Your frequency is your lane. Consistency beats intensity. Daily coherence multiplies. Alignment is safety. Your system calms when you obey your truth. If one of those hit, screenshot it, share it, tag a friend who's ready to remember. Let's simplify quantum further. Frequency equals how you feel most of the time. Signal equals what you do because of how you feel. Field equals how reality responds to your signal. When frequency, signal, and field lock, manifestation looks like luck. It's not luck, it's physics. Practice this quick lock-in before big moves. Ask, what would the already successful me be certain about right now? Stand up taller by 1 inch. Speak the sentence that version of you would say. Hit send, walk away, no refreshing. Trust your broadcast. If the old voice whispers, who do you think you are? Answer it with this. Aligned, then keep moving. You will not lose the people meant for the frequency you're choosing. Those who can't hear you at this volume weren't built for your next room. Let it be math, not drama. This week, choose 1 environment upgrade. Curate your feed. Mute what contracts you. Curate your space. Clean 1 corner. Order invites order. Curate your circle. Text someone who expands you. Drop a butterfly if you feel the metamorphosis. You're not breaking down. You're breaking pattern. 1 last reframe for today. You're not chasing results. You're stacking reasons to trust yourself. You're not proving your worth. You're expressing your nature. You're not manifesting a life. You're remembering a timeline. Breathe, shoulders down. Say it out loud so your cells hear you. I am safe to be certain. Now look at your next hour. What would embodied certainty do with it? Do that. Report back in the comments tonight with 1 win, no matter how small. Momentum loves receipts. We continue next by mapping how your future self communicates and how to translate that guidance into immediate moves. For now, anchor this. Pressure is proof of expansion. You're not late, you're loaded. If this keeps your signal clear, subscribe to stay in this field. Not for hype, for coherence. I am ready to receive what's already mine. Say it, type it, live it. Let's make this practical. Your future self isn't a fantasy, it's a frequency, a broadcast you can lock onto, translate, and act on in minutes, not months. Here's the protocol. The future self signal, decoded. It arrives as clarity, not noise. Short, precise, energizing. It feels warm and inevitable in your body. Breath drops, jaw softens. It repeats. The same idea taps you on the shoulder from different angles. It opens paths. Right after the impulse, resources, names, or chances appear. The ego echo, flagged. It argues, long, defending, loud. It tightens your chest and speeds your breath. It demands conditions be perfect first. It creates delay disguised as planning. If you felt the difference reading that, drop a key below. Now the 5-step future self bridge. Do this today. Name the North Star in 3 words. Choose the feeling state your future self lives in. Example, calm, certain, generous. Say it out loud. Your nervous system takes orders from your mouth. Catch the download within 5 seconds. When an idea pings, don't debate it. Capture it in your notes with the tag FS//. Write 1 sentence max. If it needs paragraphs, it's probably ego dressing up as clarity. Translate into 1 10-minute move. Ask, what's my next honest inch? Then do that inch within 10 minutes. Send the message. Draft the outline. Clear the calendar block. Tiny, visible, now. Log the proof. Keep a signal greater than echo list. Each tiny move plus what happened next. Your brain updates identity from evidence, not intention. Build receipts. Close the loop daily. Before sleep, read your list out loud. I acted. Reality responded. Teach your field what to repeat. When you complete your 10-minute move, comment. Bridge sent. Observer effect simplified. In physics, possibilities collapse into form when observed. In life, outcomes collapse toward the self you observe the most. Stop observing the version of you who's waiting. Observe the version who's working her signal. Then act like them for 1 hour. Watch how rooms respond. A 3-2-1 collapse routine you can run anytime. 3 breaths, in 4, hold 2, out 6, 3 times, 2 identity lines, I am the signal. I am safe to be seen. 1 concrete action, hit send, book it, move your body, collapse the wave into proof. If that made your shoulders drop, that's alignment. Screenshot this routine. Share it with someone who needs a calm switch. Signal hygiene. Make guidance louder by lowering interference. Less doom scroll. More deep work. Set a 25-minute focus sprint and put your phone in another room. Less sugar and late-night chaos. More water, sunlight, and sleep. Regulation equals reception. Less crowded calendar. More white space. Answers land in space, not in noise. Your stability stack. Breath. Slow exhale equals nervous system safety. Body. Stand 1 inch taller equals confidence signal. Boundaries. Say not now equals energy conservation. Bandwidth. 1 priority block per day equals momentum. Run a yes test before you move. Body. Do I feel warmth in my chest or belly? Breath. Did it deepen? Mind. Does the sentence describing this action fit on 1 line? If 2 of 3 are yes, proceed. If not, refine the action until your body agrees. Coherence is consent. Micro scenario to make it real. Old approach to a dream role. Tweak resume endlessly, wait to be picked, spiral. Future self approach. Record a 60-second value snapshot, send it to 3 aligned people, include a 1-line ask. If this resonates, I have 3 ideas to 3 times, metric. Want them? Outcome. You stop auditioning and start partnering. Same you, different. Watch what echoes. Language flips that change your field. From I hope to I intend. From if it works to as it works. From I'll try to I'm doing. From one day to today I did X. Say one out loud right now. Your voice is a wand. Your control panel has 4 dials. Adjust them, don't argue with them. Posture, spine tall, chin level. Confidence reads before words do. Pace, slow your speech 10%. Certainty lands at lower RPMs. Gaze, focus on one thing at a time. Scattered eyes, scattered outcomes. Words, fewer, cleaner, declarative. I'm available for. I'm not available for. Daily 10-second script. As a 3-word North Star version of me, I choose 1 action now. Example. As calm, certain, generous. I send the proposal now. Then send it. No refreshing. Trust your broadcast. 3 myths to retire today. Myth. I must deserve it first. Truth. Your existence is the receipt. Myth. Big shifts need big effort. Truth. Big shifts need clean coherence. I'll be confident when I get results. Truth. You get results when you practice confidence in tiny reps. If one hit, type it below so someone else sees it when they need it. Coherence checklist for any decision. Calm. I can breathe fully while saying yes. Clarity. I can explain it in 1 sentence. Congruence. It matches my 3-word North Star. Calm plus clarity plus congruence equals green light. Move. The field loves repetition. Run this weekly loop. Stop. 1 habit that drains you. Name it. Pause it for 7 days. Start. 1 10-minute daily move toward the vision. Same time every day. Continue. 1 practice that stabilizes you. Keep it even when you're busy. Comment with your stop/start/continue to lock it in. Remember, you're not faking it. You're remembering it. You're not forcing outcomes. You're becoming someone outcomes orbit. You're not waiting for signs. You're becoming a sign. If this translated the invisible into doable for you, like this video so it reaches the people who've been hearing the same frequency. Subscribe to keep your signal stable in a world that trains wobbly. Now, look at your next 10 minutes. Bridge one idea, then tell me what happened. Momentum respects receipts. We go deeper. Next, tuning your frequency to what you want, so precisely that manifestation looks instant, not because it arrived, but because you finally matched. Stop trying to attract, start aligning. What you want isn't far away, it's faint. Turn the dial. Attraction implies distance and effort. Alignment implies recognition and resonance. You don't pull outcomes in. You tune to the version of you that naturally lives them. Then reality echoes. Say this to lock it in. What I want, wants me. Type it below so your body hears your voice. Think radio. The song already exists. If you can sense the beat, you're within range. Static isn't absence, it's misalignment. When you click into the right station, the music doesn't arrive. You arrive to it. Your desire is not a tease, it's a tag. If you can imagine it with detail and feel, it lives in your quantum inheritance. Imagination isn't a fantasy generator. It's a perception organ. It picks up futures that match your essence. Proof? Breakthrough ideas often land in multiple minds at once. Inventions, lyrics, solutions, no contact, same download. That's not coincidence. That's the field, broadcasting to every receiver tuned enough to catch it. So the work isn't prove you deserve it. The work is clear what blocks your signal. Worthiness is not a level you earn. It's the base frequency of existence. You exist. You're worthy. Full stop. Alignment, simplified. Choose the frequency, the feeling you'd have if it were done. Stabilize the frequency. Breathe, posture, words. Behave from the frequency. One visible action that version of you would take. Let the field reflect. Look for the echo, however small. Celebrate it. Amplify it. Run this 90-second tune-in. Breath. In 4, hold 2, out 6. 3 rounds. Posture, stand or sit 1 inch taller. Shoulders down, jaw soft. Words. As the version of me who has it, I choose one action now. Action. Do a 2 to 10 minute move. Hit send. Book it. Clear it. Move your body. Comment tuned if you just did it. Momentum loves proof. Alignment blockers and quick clears. Guilt for wanting more. Flip. My expansion serves my people. Comparison. Flip. Different lanes, same ocean. Contradictory habits. Flip. Design friction. Make the aligned choice easier than the old one. Over-planning. Flip. Plan in pencil. Act in ink. Performing certainty. Flip. Quiet certainty. Your breath is the tell. Coherence audit. Fast. Thought. Can I say this goal in one sentence? Feeling. When I say it, do I feel warmth and a deeper breath? Action. What did I do in the last 24 hours that proves it? If any category wobbles, simplify until it doesn't. Coherence is clarity practiced. Language dials that change outcomes. I hope. I intend. If it works, as it works. I need. I choose. Someday. Today I did X. Say one out loud right now. Your voice is a transmitter. The Alignment Lab, 10 minutes. Name your target frequency in 3 words. Example. Steady, bold, open. Micro move, the smallest step that future you would do today. Environment nudge, remove 1 friction, add 1 cue. Water bottle on desk. Running shoes by door, script on home screen. Close the loop, message someone, set a date, put money on the line. Skin in the game is signal in the field. Post your 3 words in the comments to anchor them. Imagination protocol, turn visions into instructions. Scene, see a 10-second clip of life after. Where are you? What are you doing? Sound, what one sentence do you hear yourself say in that scene? Sensation, Where in your body do you feel it most? What's the next real-world inch that matches that scene? Run this daily for 7 days. Watch your actions start matching your movie. Lag isn't lack. Some manifestations densify slower. That's not a no, that's a let it land. Your job is to hold the station, not shake the radio. Stack of yes method. Morning, 1 yes to your body, water, walk, breath. Midday, 1 yes to your future, 10-minute move. Night, 1 yes to your identity, read your proof list aloud. 3 yeses a day rewires the story faster than 30 pep talks. If, then triggers to stabilize. If I feel the doom scroll urge, then I take 3 breaths and touch the ground. If I hear, who am I to? Then I say, aligned, and act anyway. If I catch myself predicting failure, then I predict creative reroute instead. Drop your favorite if-then below. Someone needs your switch. The cleanest metric of alignment is your pace. Certainty moves slower. It doesn't rush, justify, or over-explain. It states, it steps. It lets the echo arrive. A 1-minute frequency reset when you wobble. Look at a point in the room. Soften your eyes. Exhale until your lungs are empty. Pause. 2 count. Inhale naturally. Whisper, I'm safe to receive. Feel your shoulders drop. Ask, what's my next honest inch? Do it. Don't narrate it. Attraction attracts more waiting. Alignment attracts mirrors. You won't need to chase signs. They'll crowd you. The right DM, the perfect timing, the yes you didn't force. That won't feel like magic. It'll feel like obvious. 3 reminders. When doubt spikes. Doubt means you're near the edge, not that you're wrong. The field responds to your average signal, not your best day only. Be consistently okay, not occasionally perfect. Evidence follows identity. Identity follows action. Act first. Identity updates. Evidence arrives. Quick identity upgrades. I'm trying to write. I'm a writer in session. I'm building confidence. I practice certainty daily. I hope to get clients. I create outcomes for people like X. Say yours in the comments for accountability. Coherence scoreboard. Self-check right now. Breath depth, 1 to 10. Body ease, 1 to 10. Story simplicity, 1 to 10. Action clarity, 1 to 10. Total 30 to 40. You're locked. 20 to 29. Simplify the next move. Less than 20. Stop, breathe, choose 1 inch. Post your score. Watch it rise this week. Share this with the person who keeps saying, I can feel it coming. Help them tune, not chase. Resonance amplifies when shared. It's not just social, it's physics. If this tightened your signal, like and subscribe to keep this frequency in your feed. Not for noise, for coherence. For the daily reminder that your imagination is a map, not a mirage. Breathe once more. In, hold, out, whisper, aligned. Then behave like it for 1 hour. Report 1 proof below tonight. Receipts build reality. What if manifestation isn't about getting something to come to you, but realizing it's already here, playing on a frequency you haven't fully tuned to yet? You're not far. You're 1 click of the dial away. Stop trying to attract. Start aligning. Distance is an illusion. Time is a buffer. Frequency is the bridge. Your desire isn't a tease. It's a tag. If you can feel it, it's in range. Desire is proof of resonance, evidence that the station exists and your tuner can hear it. You don't desire what isn't available to you. You literally can't. Think radio. The song you want is already broadcasting. You don't drag it across the sky to your speakers. You twist the dial until static turns into music. Desire what isn't available to you. You literally can't. Think radio. The song you want is already broadcasting. You don't drag it across the sky to your speakers. You twist the dial until static turns into music. That's alignment. Subtle, precise, instant. Here's the alignment math, simple and undefeated. Attraction equals effort plus distance. Alignment equals recognition plus resonance. Coherence equals alignment repeated until reality has no choice but to mirror it. Say this out loud. What I want wants. Now notice what your body does. If your breath deepens, that's your field relaxing into truth. If you tense, that's not failure. It's feedback. We adjust the dial, not the destiny. A 3-step frequency flip you can run in minutes. Tune. Name the feeling of the fulfilled outcome. 1 word. Example. Ease. Power. Play. Flood. For 90 seconds, breathe slow and summon memories that carry that exact feeling. Stack 3 tiny moments. Feel it in your body, not your head. Move. Take one congruent action while the feeling is alive. Send the message. Clear the invoice. Book the meeting. Lock the station with motion. Comment. Dial set your word to anchor your station. Alignment is not pretending. It's permitting. It's not fake it till you make it. It's feel it till you reveal it. Common alignment traps to retire today. Trying to earn what's already yours. Worthiness isn't a prize. It's the premise. Waiting for the perfect moment. Perfect moments are created by clean decisions. Overcomplicating the path. Complexity is the ego's favorite delay tactic. Remember your quantum inheritance. You didn't invent your vision, you received it. Imagination is a perception organ, a cross-dimensional sense. Those ideas that arrive fully formed, they're downloads, not daydreams. That's why multiple people get the same impossible idea at the same time. The field is live. Receivers are ready. Make imagination practical. If you can see it clearly, it's not fantasy. It's a forecast. If you can feel it deeply, it's not a wish. It's a waypoint. If it keeps returning, it's not random. It's your route. Run the 4 A's of alignment. Aware. Notice the desire without judging it. Allow. Drop resistance. It's safe for me to have this. Attune. Match the feeling now in micro ways. Act. Take one real-world step that a person who has it would naturally take. Examples of micro-attunements. If your station is abundance, clean your wallet, organize your finances, tip generously. If your station is love, text someone sincere appreciation with no angle. If your station is influence, share one useful idea publicly before you feel ready. Signals that you've clicked in. Time feels slower, wider. Small opportunities appear without chasing. You feel less pressure to explain yourself. You make cleaner decisions with fewer words. If one of those is already happening, drop a target below. Proof matters. Language is a lever. Flip these switches. I'm trying to attract. I'm aligning. I need it to happen. I allow it to land. I'll believe when I see. I'll see it because I believe. Your nervous system needs safety to sustain a new station. Safety equals stability. Stability equals speed. That's why we regulate first. Breath. Longer exhales tell your body, we are safe. Pace. Slow your speech 10%. Certainty travels slow. Body. Stand 1 inch taller. Your posture pre-sells your presence. A 2-minute coherence drill. Inhale 4, hold 2, exhale 6, repeat 4 times. Hand to heart. What I want and who I am are the same frequency. Ask, what would already aligned me do with the next 10 minutes? Do it. No refresh, no peak. Let the field echo back. Alignment versus effort in the wild. Old way. Build a 20-page deck to convince, feel drained, wait weeks. Aligned way. Send a 1-line value promise plus 60-second loom. Feel clean. Get a response by end of day. Same skill, different signal. The speed of manifestation equals the speed of alignment, and alignment can be instantaneous. Static clears. Song appears. Not because the universe scrambled, because you stopped. If belief feels hard, reduce the scope. Maintain the frequency. Can't believe in $100,000 launch. Believe in one perfect client this week. Can't believe in soulmate? Believe in 1 day of open-hearted relating. Can't believe in viral reach? Believe in one post that helps one person deeply. Scale certainty. First. Results. Scale. Second. 3 questions that collapse timeline. What's true now that used to scare me? What feels obvious to my future self that I'm complicating? What am I available for today that proves my new station? Answer out loud. Clarity loves a voice. Coherence checklist for your vision. Is it mine, not borrowed? Does my body relax when I claim it? Can I act toward it in the next 10 minutes? Yes/yes/yes question mark green light. Move. A reminder you may need. You're not being tested. You're being mirrored. If the echo isn't what you want, don't fight the mirror. Change the signal. If this clicked, like this video so more people tune out of chasing and into choosing. Subscribe to keep your dial steady in a noisy world. Resonance is easier together. Declare it in the comments. I align. I allow. I arrive. Then tell me your 10-minute move. Momentum loves receipts. We're not done. Next, we go inside the metamorphosis how to dissolve the old operating system and stabilize the one that flies. You're not stuck, you're in chrysalis. From the outside, metamorphosis looks like collapse. On the inside, it's precision. Old identity dissolves, new wings assemble. This isn't breakdown, it's build-out. Read this like a mirror. The hardest months weren't punishment, they were preparation. Every "why is this happening" was a custom calibration. What the struggle secretly trained in you. Capacity. You can hold more emotion without spinning out. Clarity. You know what's not you faster than ever. Courage. You act sooner with less external approval. Compassion. You keep your heart open without abandoning yourself. Coherence. Thought, feeling, and action line up more often. If that resonates, drop a butterfly below. Proof you're mid-metamorphosis. The metamorphosis map. Crawl, dissolve, fly. Dissolve. The old strategies stop working. Careers, habits, relationships that once fit now pinch. You're not failing, you're outgrowing. Design. New patterns form. You sense the next you before you can explain it. Fly, action feels. Rooms greet you like they've been waiting. Which stage are you in? Comment. Stage dissolve/design/fly. Isolation wasn't rejection. It was frequency differentiation. When you change stations, some songs disappear. Not because you're better, because you're broadcasting something else. Let math, not drama, guide the release. 3 release rules. If it shrinks you consistently, it's not your size. If you need to argue your worth there, it's not your room. If your body tightens every time, your signal already decided. Say it aloud. I release what requires me to be less. Type release to anchor it. Your new superpowers are subtle, not cinematic. Pattern sight. You catch repeating loops, your own and others. Energy sense. You can feel the vibe of a choice before the outcome. Direct knowing. Answers arrive as quiet certainty, not long debate. Train them with the 3-day evidence log. Each day, write 3 lines. Pattern. I spotted. Choice my body said yes. Outcome from trusting it. By day 3, your brain starts trusting your signal over your fear. Receipts build reality. Observer effect, human version. What you consistently observe in yourself becomes the life you walk into. Keep observing the version who waits. Life gives you more waiting. Observe the version who moves with clean intent. Life echoes decisions. Run the observer switch. Catch the old thought. I always get overlooked. Replace the observation. Rooms recognize me when I show up as me. Demonstrate. Share one piece of value publicly today. Watch for the echo, the DM, the invite, the nod. Comment, echo in when it lands. Stop asking for permission to be who you already are. The universe doesn't respond to your wish list. It responds to your broadcast. Your broadcast is your behavior. Language upgrades that stabilize wings. I hope I can. I'm built for this. I don't want to bother. I belong in this conversation. I need proof first. I provide proof by moving. Say one out loud right now. Your voice teaches your nervous system what's true. Chrysalis Protocol, 7 days. Day 1. Shed one label you've outgrown. Helper, quiet one, struggler. Write it down. Burn or delete. Comment the label you retired. Day 2. Set one boundary. Not anymore. Not at this time. Feel the space it creates. Day 3. One courageous ask. Email, DM, pitch, invitation. Short, direct, clean. Day 4. One generosity move with no angle. Value given unclogs receiving. Day 5. Beautify one corner of your world. Order outside supports. Order inside. Day 6. 1 hour of deep work with your phone in another room. Coherence loves focus. Day 7. Review your evidence log. Read it out loud. Identity upgrades by repetition. Post 7/7 when you complete it. Momentum is contagious. If you're waiting for someone to validate your metamorphosis, you're outsourcing your wings to people who liked your crawl. Gratitude for where you were. Loyalty to where you're going. The rooms that fit you now require volume, not loudness presence. Presence is posture plus breath plus honesty. Stand an inch taller. Exhale longer. Say the true thing in fewer words. Watch what happens. 3 fast pattern interrupts. When you feel the need to over-explain, stop at 1 sentence. Let silence do the work. When you feel urged to people please, ask, what's honest for me? Choose that. When you start looping worst-case scenarios, script best case in 1 line and act toward it. Your new story isn't someday, it's, I operate at my authentic frequency now. Put it in your mouth. I am safe to outgrow. Put it in your calendar. Block time for the life you're building. Put it in your feet. Walk into the rooms you used to scroll. You will not lose the people meant for your next altitude. The ones who can't breathe there will land somewhere that suits them. Wish them oxygen. Keep climbing. A quick coherence scan before you calm. I can breathe fully while agreeing. Clear? I can explain the why in 1 sentence. Congruent? It matches my 3-word North Star. If you don't get 3 yeses, it's a no or a not yet. Protect your signal. Selectivity is self-respect. You've noticed it already. Opinions that used to sting barely register. Delays that used to wreck you now look like data. That's metamorphosis maturing into mastery. If this spoke to your process, like this video so it reaches the people who think they're broken when they're actually building wings. Subscribe to stay in a field that normalizes flying. Drop 1 word in the comments that names the quality you're choosing as you exit the chrysalis. 1 word as your energetic signature. Mine today? Inevitable. Breathe. Shoulders down. Whisper. It's safe to be seen as who I am. Then behave like it for the next hour. Report 1 win tonight, size doesn't matter. Receipts over pep talks. You're not becoming someone else. You're becoming undeniable. You've felt it, haven't you? That quiet nudge, that undeniable knowing. The old version of you simply doesn't fit anymore. And no matter how much you try to slip back into that skin, it just won't hold. This isn't the collapse of your life. It's the upgrade of your soul. Think of it like the universe walked into your inner room and rearranged all the furniture. At first, yes, it feels awkward, even frustrating, but eventually you realize it makes so much more sense this way. This is not punishment. This is preparation. The people who left, the habits that broke, the paths that closed, none of it was an accident. Those ties dissolved because they weren't built for the leveled-up version of you who sits here now. What's gone didn't abandon you. It graduated you, and now you're vibrating differently. Literally, your energy is broadcasting on a higher channel. The real question is, will you keep tuning in, even when it feels unfamiliar, even when it challenges everything you thought you knew? Here's the secret. Every heartbreak cracked you open to carry more love. Every rejection rerouted you onto your real path. Every so-called failure was a filter, removing the wrong doors so the right one could appear. That's not cruelty. That's cosmic choreography. Pause right here and type this in the comments. I wasn't being punished. I was being prepared. Anchor that truth. Own it. Declare it. Because now your life is shifting from accidental manifestation to intentional manifestation. You're no longer begging reality for proof, you're walking as proof. You're no longer hustling for scraps, you're aligning with your inheritance. You're no longer forcing fake positivity, you're radiating embodied certainty. And here's the most powerful point. The universe doesn't listen to words, it listens to frequency. Your emotions are the transmitter. Fear broadcasts blockages, regret broadcasts scarcity, gratitude broadcasts abundance, joy broadcasts momentum. So ask yourself, what have you actually been transmitting most consistently? Don't gloss over that. Sit with it. Feel it. Because here's the truth that flips manifestation on its head. You don't attract what you say you want. You attract what your nervous system already believes is yours. That's the portal. That's the hack. And the fastest way to open the door is to walk right now as if it's already yours. How would you speak? How would you carry yourself? How would you decide if your highest timeline was already installed? Say this with me, even if it's just a whisper in your room. I am no longer available for the version of life that shrinks me. Then drop a comment with 1 upgrade you're claiming today. Peace, freedom, wealth, love, confidence, trust, whatever it is, declare it, because declaration is calibration. That rush you feel right now in your chest, that fire igniting in your ribs, That's not temporary motivation. That's expansion. That's initiation. That's the upgraded you switching from survival into creation. This is the line in the sand. The moment you see clearly, you are not standing on the verge of a miracle. You are the miracle. Here's the shift most people miss. Manifestation doesn't begin when your dream finally shows up. It begins the moment you stop playing small and start moving like it's already yours. Think about it. If your highest version of self were running the show right now, how would you walk into the room? How would you speak? How would you make choices? Because embodiment isn't about waiting for the result. It's about behaving as the result. Stop waiting for someday. Someday is a myth. The future you envision, the one who's abundant, free, and unshakably confident, they already exist in the quantum field. They're not waiting for you to earn it. They're waiting for you to align with it. And alignment starts today, in the micro actions. Choosing intuition over fear. Holding boundaries with ease instead of guilt. Speaking to yourself with respect, not criticism. Making decisions from expansion, not contraction. Type this in the comments to anchor it. I choose to move as my future self, now. Here's a universal law. Reality doesn't respond to what you want. It mirrors who you're being. If you keep showing up as someone who doubts, fears, and hesitates, the external world will keep serving you more doubt, fear, and hesitation. But when your body, mind, and energy all consistently broadcast certainty, life bends. Opportunities start chasing you. Connections fall into place. Miracles stop being rare events and turn into your new baseline. Here's the secret hack. Most people wait to celebrate until after they get the result. Quantum creators celebrate before, and that excitement itself becomes the magnet. Joy is not the reward, it's the frequency that unlocks the reward. So ask yourself, what energy are you embodying right now? The cautious energy of I hope this works, or the magnetic energy of it's already happening? Take a breath. Drop one word in the comments, just one that captures the frequency you're committing to embody moving forward. Peace, wealth, freedom, trust, love. This isn't just engagement, it's declaration. Because here's the truth most people don't realize. The moment you choose to embody, the universe calibrates immediately. You shift first. Reality follows after. Say this with me. I'm not waiting for my highest timeline. I am walking it now. Here's the bigger picture. Your transformation was never just about you. Every time you embody your highest frequency, you don't just rewrite your story. You shift the field for everyone connected to you. Think of it like tuning forks. When one vibrates strong and clear, it activates the others around it. Your presence, your energy, your choices. They're not isolated. They're signals. And every signal you send strengthens the global awakening already unfolding. Look at the world right now. Old systems are cracking. Structures that ran on fear and scarcity can't sustain themselves anymore. That's not collapse, that's reorganization. The human story is upgrading. And you? You're part of the upgrade. You've felt it. The craving for deeper conversations. The pull toward authentic community. The inner nudge that says, I can't pretend anymore. That's not random. It's the awakening inside you syncing with the awakening across humanity. And your role isn't to convince or lecture. Your role is to embody, to live as a walking demonstration that miracles aren't exceptions. They're inevitabilities when you move in alignment. When people experience your presence, they should feel more alive, more possible, more themselves. This is how transformation spreads, not by force, but by resonance. One embodied being becomes a spark. Many sparks become a wave. Enough waves create a tide big enough to reshape culture itself. So let's make this practical. Every time you choose faith over fear, you contribute to the collective grid of possibility. Every time you choose joy instead of scarcity, you strengthen the field of abundance. Every time you refuse to shrink, you make it easier for others to expand. Now type this in the comments to lock it in. My transformation sparks collective transformation. And imagine the ripple. Your shift inspires a friend. Their shift inspires a family. Their shift inspires a community. Until suddenly the impossible feels inevitable everywhere. You came to this message because you were ready, not just to elevate your own life, but to be part of the bigger shift humanity is stepping into. The waiting is over. This isn't practice. This is activation. Expect miracles, not tomorrow, not someday now. Expect synchronicities to multiply. Expect alignment to accelerate. Expect life to meet you at the frequency you've chosen. Because the truth is simple. You are not waiting on the universe. The universe is waiting on you. And the moment you decide, everything decides with you. Say it out loud right where you are. I am the frequency. I am the shift. I am the proof. And from this moment forward, walk like it. Everything decides with you. Say it out loud right where you are. I am the frequency. I am the shift. I am the proof. And from this moment forward, walk like it.